Hey guys, welcome back to the Not Only Carrots channel here on YouTube. I'm Leah and today I'll be answering the question, is it wrong for vegans to eat mock meat? All right, let's get started. Okay guys, I'm going to break this up into two sections. The first section I'll be dealing with is whether specifically as a vegan it is actually wrong to eat foods that mimic the flavor of beef or pork or chicken or fish or so on. Now, I'm going to give an example with my vegan lasagna recipe. Yes, shout out, it's in my cookbook. All right, so the ingredients for the mock mince that goes into the tomato mixture in between the sheets is this: rolled oats, ground up walnuts, onion, garlic, soy sauce, water, a little bit of rice bran oil, and a bunch of herbs. Literally, that is it. Combine, leave to sit, soaks it up, and you can bake it as little rissoles in the oven, or you can add it into the lasagna and you get this fake meaty, beefy tasting lasagna. Now, if we stop and think about it, I don't think there is a single vegan in the world who would say that rolled oats weren't vegan. They grow out of the ground. Or walnuts, are they vegan? Yeah, they grow out of the ground. So if we look at all those ingredients, we see they're all plant-based, they've all grown out of the ground, and at the end of the day, that is 100% vegan. Now, if I happen to put them together and they taste like mince when I combine them in just the right proportions, I just cannot see how that is somehow not vegan. My husband said to me I should share with you how many animals I have actually killed and eaten in the past 14 years since I have claimed to be a vegan. And I just didn't want to get it wrong. I wanted to be really specific, and I don't want someone ringing me up and saying, I know better than you. And the total came to 0. Yep, that's it, 100% 0. I did not eat a single animal in the last 14 years. Now, yet, I had someone on my last video about craving meat as a vegan tell me that I was not vegan and telling me I was eating animals because I was eating mock meat. Literally, I was eating animals because I ate mock meat. Do you know what mock means? It literally means fake, pretend, not real. If every ingredient in a mock meat is vegan, it's vegan. Like it or lump it, I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. And I do not believe that enjoying a flavor could possibly be wrong, because all of those foods, they're all vegan and we have taste buds to enjoy flavors. So anyway, moving right along. I wrote an article last week that was published on a Christian website called Fulcrum 7, and I was sharing about health and sharing some statistics about meat causing cancer and about longevity if you're a vegan, and it got some really positive comments, and it also got a bit of backlash because in the comments we started sharing a little bit about mock meat and so on. I was told that I was not actually a healthy person and that I was essentially anti-Christian because I was eating mock meat. And this was just actually quite shocking to me, because I see mock meats as a wonderful alternative if you, number one, if you're a bit busy, number two, if you just want a bit of flavor change, if you've got a memory of eating meat, or you go to a family party and everyone else is having hot dogs and then you can have a hot dog too. At the end of the day, God has given us taste buds to enjoy flavors. And just like I shared in the first part of the video, if all of the ingredients are healthy and you put them together this way, that doesn't somehow make them sinful because they happen to taste like beef, for example. In a cake, in bread, in scones, and in biscuits, you have almost the exact same ingredients. Yet, if you put them together this way, you get a loaf of bread, and put them together this way, you get a biscuit. But if you stop and think about that for a minute, how could doing it this way be sinful and doing it this way not be sinful? And that's the reality with a mock meat. If I put together those fake lasagna ingredients in a different way, it's going to have a different flavor. Now, if I make them into patties, is that somehow not sinful? But if I do it in a lasagna, that's sinful because it's like having pretend meat. I just couldn't see it, just couldn't come at it. Sometimes the ingredients, if you're buying them from the store, can be quite extensive. So they may have like 30 ingredients or 20 ingredients in, say, a mock bacon, pretend bacon. I do recommend that you take a look at ingredients and decide which ones you are and are not happy with, because there are a lot of additives and preservatives, different colorings and so on. But do look them up, because some colorings sound scary and sometimes they're actually from like a vegetable origin, like they might be from beta carotene and things like that. That comes down to a personal decision, and you've just got to allow your own conscience to, direct you with that. But that being said, I do not recommend that anyone who wants to be healthy should eat mock meat every day. I have known vegans who have done this and have struggled with their weight. It's easy to see why, because a lot of the mock meats are made with refined grains and they can have a high salt and a high fat content. So I don't recommend these as an everyday food. If you stop and take a look at those ingredients, if the ingredients are not as perfect as you'd want them to be, but they are still plant-based, make sure that whatever else you have on your plate is healthy. So, I wouldn't recommend you go and eat an entire packet of vegan sausages on your own. But, have a couple of sausages and have some baked beans on the side and have, green garden salad, maybe a piece of nice crusty whole grain bread and some mashed potatoes, and you can turn a meal that, if you were just to have that on its own, may not be the greatest, but it's not necessarily dreadful, and I don't believe it's a sin, but you can combine other things there so you can enjoy a meal of whole foods along with that. And I will have a little disclaimer here. I have never claimed to be 100% whole food plant-based. I was 100% whole food plant-based many years ago, ended up with skin issues and a bunch of other stuff. So we choose to eat a majority whole food plant-based diet. We do have the exception of a bit of oil. We do eat a bit of salt. And I have lots of reasons for that. If you have questions about it, let me know. And I'm happy to do a video where I tackle each of those issues as well. All right, anyway, I'm glad I got that off my chest. It's been really bugging me. I'm thinking, am I just a hypocrite? Am I this horrible person who claims to be vegan and I'm, saying I'm a Christian and maybe I'm not a Christian? But I promise you that if it's whole food or majority whole food and it's plant-based, guys, and you're not going silly on it, eating, a whole packet on your own with mock meats and things that, I really think that you're doing a great job. Good on you for being vegan anyway. And those mock meats are wonderful for transitioning vegans who have gone from eating a big heap of meat regularly in their diet and then they want to gradually transition to a healthier diet. Go for it. Don't give up. And thank you so much for being with me today. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, leave a comment below. Even you trolls, leave your comments. We'll get talking about it. And we look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Bye, guys.